Welcome back to the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game. Phil Ivey has rejoined the action, and we are once again eight-handed.
How much you want to not shave your hair till the next series?
Not shave my hair to the next series?
Not cut it at all.
Not cut it? I'll take $2 million.
I'll bet you.
I'll take $2 million. I won't shave or cut my hair.
$25,000. That's silly. Why do you even make these ridiculous offers?
I have 50.
Thought my beard would be longer than your hair.
I just can't cut it. You said, right?
No. You can't get rid of any of it.
Trim is like a trim.
On for 12?
How about a hairline? You know, it's going to be like.
Yeah, that's fine.
How much for me not to shave or cut my hair?
Right.
Cut it down or
This
anything.
is 2 days.
Yeah. You can obviously like go right there and trim that part or
1200 to
whatever.
play.
Ivey in the big blind.
Yeah.
Zygmunt straddles this time.
25K.
Raised to 3,600.
Chetton going to raise up 3x,
Yeah, I thought
3,600.
when you said trim it, you meant like.
I had one of those. I had an afro.
3,600.
How much would you pay me to not shave or cut my
Braids.
hair till the World Series? Now, you gotta shave.
How old were you then?
If I don't shave,
I don't think I want to see that.
it's gonna be down. My beard will probably be down to my toes.
Holy moly. Cowboys for Phil Ivey.
What's that? 36?
Yeah, it's been raised to 36.
I would take 20 to 1.
Raised to 11,000.
Ivey raises it up to 11,000.
11,000 total.
There's the 3-bet. Zygmunt gets out of the way. And it's back over to Peter Jetton. Peter Jetton doesn't look like he's going to play this, though. You know, he doesn't play it. Ivey takes the hand down.
I knew I should have slow played it. So stupid.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I laid even money
Show me
for
the
bracelet
deuce.
against Dur. And if he wins and I don't, he can
You
tase
bet
me.
even money?
Only on 50K too.
How are you
I
going to
feel
win
like
a
the
bracelet?
tase bet should be way more, you know?
How are you going to win a bracelet?
How am I gonna win? How's he gonna win it?
That's true.
Mike, you're ready.
Me, I've won 3 and
You
should
could
have
throw
won
in a
6.
free roll taser too. That if I win one, I get to tase you too.
Even? You got it.
No,
Oh, baby!
no, 2 to
You got
1.
it, big time.
Wow.
2 to 1. I get to flip
We
a
can
coin.
bet something, too.
I get to flip a coin for if I get tased or not. You know,
2 to 1.
it's got to be 2 to 1.
He can't ever win, anyways.
Because you give me 2 to 1 on the money.
You're already.
He can't ever win anyway. He's whispering.
He can't win unless, like, he comes to me and says, "Mike, will you teach me how to win a tournament?" Then he can win.
600.
I know. That was the big problem when I got heads up and no limit with that guy.
Well,
who
no,
plays
that
50
was
cents a
you were
dollar. I
too
didn't
busy
see
running
that.
around to 4 different tables while you were head up. That's why you didn't win that one.
Lay me 2 to 1. Let me get a coin flip on the tase. I think that was a bluff by me. I'm not sure.
Raised to 80.
New country heard from Chris Ferguson for the first time. Getting a little involved here. Patrick Antonius going to try to pick him off with the 7-4 hearts.
He would try to just stand there and be
12 to play.
Let's get to bring Zygmunt in. Zygmunt in there with the 8-6 offsuit. And we're going to see this flop 3 ways. You know, Mike the Mouth awfully confident that Dwan would never win a bracelet. Flop King 5-3, top pair for Chris Ferguson. Consider that Dwan came in second in the 2010 World Series of Poker.
So obviously he has the ability to get there, just hasn't closed yet.
And he's only 1 man away from winning a bracelet.
Bet 4,000.
Chris Ferguson bets. You're going to get a call here.
4,000.
Wow. So Patrick Antonius taking a card off with a gut shot. Needs a 6.
7.
He picks up a pair of 7s instead, but he also picks up another club. Can he represent the flush draw? Can he represent the flush, actually, I should say?
If Chris checks it to him as tight as Chris has been playing, Patrick Antonius may try to take this pot away from Chris. I think it'd take a pretty decent-sized bet from Patrick Antonius to blow Chris off this hand.
Check.
If you're Chris Ferguson, he checks behind. If you're Chris, what do you think your opponent's called you with on that flop?
Check or bet.
It feels like possibly another king. I mean, maybe King 10, King Jack. Of course, this Jack on the river, that might have hit him.
Well, if you're Chris Ferguson, you have to hate that turn. You have to hate the river. Now you can't beat a flush. You can't beat King Jack.
Can't beat a straight. Your opponent could have 4-6. There's a lot of hands you can't beat. I think you check, and if you get bet at, you make a tough decision.
8,000.
Chris is going to bet 8,000, so what do I know? I would have checked, but Chris didn't listen.
Yeah, so
Now what's going on in Patrick's head?
He actually might pay him off. He might think the 7s are good, but I don't see how they could be. Nope. The tightest player at the table leads again. You got to lay it down. Good lay down by Patrick Antonius.
Blinds are 300, 600, the $100 ante.
Say, like, if you have been running good the last few days and stuff.
600
He
to
said
play.
yeah, and I was like, you get a mistake from cut. And you just
Chris Ferguson not going to play.
on it.
Pass, pass, pass.
But then I don't think he did.
Hadn't played too many hands tonight.
Well, it's Chris Ferguson's style, especially in the cash games. We've seen him in this
Raise to 2,000.
format more than once.
Phil Ivey open raise for... Oh, wow, and he's going to run into a little hand here. 6-7 diamonds for Phil Ivey. 2
Re-raise to
aces
6.
for Zygmunt.
We haven't seen too much 3-betting so far. Only Antonius has done that, and this time Zygmunt does it.
Pass.
I fold.
How much are you playing?
145.
45? Okay.
145.
Is
Yeah.
that euros
Okay,
or
my
dollars?
Pounds. We are in.
Oh, pounds. That's
London.
right, we're in London now. Is that pounds or dollars?
Don't want to be nitpicky, but it is American dollars here at the $1 Million Cash Game, Mike.
Oh, and look at this flop for Phil Ivey.
I mean, I got like
Gut shot for a
500
straight
euros.
and a flush draw.
Yeah, it's a gut shot straight flush draw. 8 of diamonds gives him a straight flush. Any 8 gives him a straight. Any diamond gives him a flush. And all the chips are going in.
It'd be hard for either one of these two players to get away from these hands with the stack sizes that we're seeing.
I don't think these players should get away from it. There's the bet.
8,500.
Giving out like 1,000.
How much is that?
12 different people.
8,500.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow, and a flat call.
Bet, call. Not the card Ivy wanted to see.
I mean, by just flat calling on the flop, he might be able to get away from this hand.
At least your boy Booster
If
was
Sigmund
fine.
were to check here.
Talk to good friend Mike.
I don't know if Ivy's going to give him a chance to check.
20.
20. 20,000.
Ivy bets 20,000.
I know this much. I wouldn't be calling.
probably make him play better.
Then I'd know there was an upside.
Cool.
Of course, once again, they listen to me.
How it goes.
This pot now over $70,000. Here's
Phil
the
needs
river.
an 8 or a diamond. Oh, and an 8! Gives Phil Ivey the straight.
Okay, now this is the question. If Ivy puts in $10,000, Zygmunt can beat almost nothing, but he's getting 8-1. Can he really fold aces here?
Straight.
Goes check, check, and Ivy's going to take this pot down. $70,700. Not much going Zygmunt's way.
Just like we said, 6-7 of diamonds was an ace buster. Busted those aces.
Take a look at the $1 Million Cash Game leaderboard. Tom Dwan on top of it with up nearly $164,000. Zygmunt has rebought in, but that doesn't stop the fact that he is down nearly $90,000. Patrick Antonius bleeding money, $89,900 down.
Let's get down to the floor. Alex Payne is with Alari Sahamis.
Well, things have been a little bit tough for Zygmunt at the start. Down a fair whack. What's been going on at the table for you?
Actually, like I said, I don't know the rules and I have played very bad. Not special, as usually, in no limit hold'em. So I'm happy I'm only 100 down, so let's see what happens.
How well do you think you're playing at this table right now?
You know, I'm just trying to get the money, and so far it's working out.
And obviously defending champion as well. Is it important to you to retain your crown?
Well, I'd like to win a lot of money, so I guess in that form it is. So yeah.
Good to see you back at the $1 Million Cash Game as well. It's been a bit cruel to you in the past and been quite kind to you as well. How much do you like playing in this event?
I do. I really like it because I like to play, cash games, and it doesn't feel like a tournament. We're playing for real money, and so I always like that.
An absolute dream lineup. Dwan, Ivy, Antonius, Zygmunt. The list goes on and on.
Tell you what, if you're playing in this game, I think it's more of a nightmare lineup. Forget the dream.
600.
Zygmunt first to speak.
Raise to 18.
part of that team.
Pass.
Surprise, surprise. An opening raise from Zygmunt. Queen 10 offsuit. It's going to get some respect, though, because this is an under-the-gun raise. It's not a normal raise.
Dwan folded 5-4 diamonds. Kind of hand that I would expect him to call a raise with. You surprised?
Yeah, absolutely. Tom Dwan, I think, has tightened up just a little bit since his stack has grown, and I don't mind that actually. He's got chips to protect.
9 queen 6.
Queen 9-6, couple of diamonds out there. Patrick Antonius with the open-ended straight draw.
And top pair for Zygmunt.
4,000.
Could be some interesting scenarios developing here.
Now we know Antonius is not going to fold. Just a question of whether he calls or raises. He decides just to call. Pot now 13,300. Here's the turn.
Ace.
That's an action killer card there. Put a third diamond on the board, an overcard.
Can Patrick use it?
Absolutely. If Zygmunt doesn't fire,
12. 12,000.
Zygmunt fires right into that scary board. Wow. Yeah, I think we'll see a fold here from Patrick Antonius. That's a scary board for Zygmunt to be firing into. Wow.
Well, Patrick lets his straight draw go. Unfortunately for him, even if it hits a straight, he doesn't know if it's good. We can see that it is, but he doesn't know that. And Zygmunt's going to take that pot down. And those are our two biggest losers of the day, battling it out. And Patrick coming on the short end.
I suspect we'll see a lot more of that, too. Usually when a player gets stuck, tend to want to gamble a little more.
Button in front of the mouth. The mouth and Chris Jesus Ferguson, definitely the two tightest players at this table.
600 to play.
Action on the Canadian.
Pass.
And Peter's going to let it go.
20 paintballs.
600.
Even money.
Pass.
I said 20 paintballs, even money. Bracelet this year. If we both win, it's a wash.
Raise to 2,000.
I don't want to get hit with a paintball, Tom. I'll pass on that.
Then win a bracelet.
You were so ready to book it
You're
before.
free rolling.
Pass.
So ready.
Pass.
Taser he'll do, though.
Cool. 17 more. Pass.
If it involves money, how about we do this? We bet $2 million even on winning a bracelet, and I'll take 40 paintballs to your 20.
Zygmunt now going to take the opportunity to maybe
We
squeeze.
raise to 8,600.
He's got ace deuce. Duan's not going to go anywhere, though. But Mike the Mouth folds.
Yeah, in position. Pretty tight fold there.
Do you think Mike is benefiting from his tight image at this table?
So far, I haven't seen it being beneficial to him.
King, Queen, 8.
Duan hits top two, King, Queen, 8. Nothing there for Zygmunt at all.
Wow, this is a really, really bad flop for Zygmunt. I suspect if he doesn't lead at it, Tom Duan's going to check it back to him because he's definitely going to want to give him some rope with top two pair.
14,000.
14,000.
There's the bet from Zygmunt, 14,000 into a pot of just over 20,000.
Two of the most aggressive players in all of poker tangling up right here.
Cool.
And Duan just calls.
Well, Zygmunt's in a lot of trouble here.
10. Check or bet.
Do we see another bet from Zygmunt? I don't think so. I think he's going to check and give up here.
Against players like this, in a field like this, can you be successful playing it as tight as Mike the Mouth is?
Absolutely, but you got to get paid off, and that may be the problem for Chris Ferguson and Mike the Mouth. They probably won't get paid off very often. And in this case, to the expense of Zygmunt.
Yeah, Zygmunt made the move. Duan calls, Mike folded, and I suspect the action is going to be over right here. Let's see how Duan plays it.
He's got to bet because this is way too coordinated of a board with two hearts and four different cards all high where there could be straights.
25,600.
Definitely have to bet, and it should be an easy fold for Zygmunt.
And sure enough, that's exactly how the action goes. And the rich get richer. Duan now up over $186,000.
Join us after the break for more action from the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with. So play online at partypoker.com. It's fun, it's easy, it's the world's largest poker room.
You folded? Welcome along to the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game.
Tom, what are our bets for the World Series?
Nah,
What do we have? $1 million to 5 again, right? For 500. What else was the other one?
100 to 50 final table.
He laid you 2 to 1 to final
And
table.
20,000 over 4.5 cashes on you.
You have under 4.5 cashes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And 20 paintballs from to
Four and
end
a
of a
half cash
basketball
is just
court.
tough because if I happen to
600.